set to get underway. O'Neal blocked from behind. Noah with his second block already. Derrick Rose to Noah, who finishes down the other end. And a good start for Chicago.
To me, Cleveland this year is a far superior team to what they had last year. The ability for Jamison to spread the floor more. O'Neal can get centers in foul trouble and provide an offensive rebounding presence. I think they have a much better team this year.
James shot, misfires. Gibson the rebound. And here comes Rose, who last year in that 7-game series against the Celtics started off with a 36-point game. He was just spectacular in that opening round. No one expected them to take the Celtics to 7, but they did. Noah again given a shot and unable to convert. Here comes James, where he's so dangerous ahead to Shaq. Foul and one. So lethal on the break is LeBron James, and Shaquille O'Neal with a chance for a 3-point play. And you got two guys who are contemporaries in Paxson and Del Negro. We know both of them, both good guys. It's such a bad incident to happen, and it has not seemed like it has affected the team. And both the NBA, talked about Chicago Bulls, will deal with it. LeBron James puts it in and a foul. Del Negro didn't like the call. Tough shot from Derrick Rose.
I love this young man.
What I'm interested in is who does Cleveland play in their rotation and how many do they play? Because J.J. Hickson looks to be the odd man out in the front court. Who are they going to play in the back court? Is it going to change series to series?
They are truly a team, so it's not about individual stuff. It's about when I call on you, be ready. It's about a team with one mission, one goal.
Wow, what a move from Rose right there. Pretty play, but his team's still down by 14. 14-point game. We played 5 minutes here in the second. James strong to the basket. And bangs in. James taking his time. Warwick dares him to shoot. Verjao, another offensive rebound. Alley-oop to James. Perfect pass from West, and it's the largest lead of the first half.
How about LeBron James? Sure, I missed the jump shot, but did you try to post me up on the other end? Take that. Grown man move.
Heinrich, night pass inside. Gibson blocked from behind by James. Parker, that's a three. And here comes Rose. Rose, the burst of speed, up and under. Boy, is he fun to watch. As was James' defense down the other end. If you look at LeBron James's numbers, 8.6, that is just an incredible number for a guy who was second in the NBA in scoring, throwing 9th in steals.
You can't name me 5 guys that through their first 7 years who've had a better career. I mean, this guy can score, he can pass, he can rebound, and as Rose makes it, and the element he has that many don't is the defensive impact that he has on every game.
And you said, Jeff, his 7th year, which it is. It was Michael Jordan's 7th year that he won his first NBA title. Slowly built up to that. People forget that. His first of 6 didn't come until his 7th year in the NBA. James has had 1 NBA Finals appearance. That was back in 2007 when they were swept by the Spurs. Only 4 guys remain from that team. Here comes Rose. Rose, nice move, blocked by James. He does it again.
Great job defensively. LeBron knows all along, I'm just waiting to trail the play and come up with the block.
Shot clock at 7. Rose jump shot, gets that one to go. He's a quiet kid, very humble, but just so competitive. Said the reason he shot so much down the stretch is because he was desperate to make the playoffs. He was out of character when he guaranteed they would make the final playoff spot. Makes a pretty move there, and it's a 12-point game. Heinrich looking. Crowd's got a little quiet. Rose, little hesitation, flips it up, and oh, what a play from Derrick Rose. 12 straight points, and it's a 10-point game.
And that's an assignment defensively that you're willing to take. I'm willing to double-team Derrick Rose and force other guys to make plays. That's a good shot by Gibson.
And finally, the Cavs get it to go. Over 7 minutes without a point. But Rose trying to come right back. They block the shot. Rose tried a tough move. And that's now 4 blocks. That was LeBron James. Scores down the other end. This one, the game started to get close. 2 big buckets and a beautiful defensive play. And the Cavs, just like that, back up by 14. And here comes the chance of MVP. You heard a little bit of it. He'll surely get that for the 2nd straight year.
How is he not going to ever? I mean, I can't see how he would not win the next, like, 5, 6, 7 in a row.
You're not kidding. Rose with another nice floater. He's hit a couple of really tough shots here in the 3rd. Rose looking. Drives, pulls back, tough shot. Rose knocks it down. He's got 24, plus 10 assists. Luol Deng. Deng on the drive, lost it. Here comes James. Drives up and under, and he puts it in with a foul.
Not much you can do in transition. Just pay your toll and get ready for the ride. Outstanding job taking the contact and finishing.
Bulls fought hard in the 2nd half after falling behind by 22, but the Cavs just too much. As Rose with another pretty move driving to the basket. He's been banged around a lot. 28 for Rose.
He could play the same game and have 40 because he get to the line plenty of time.
Timeout. Call by Vinny Del Negro as LeBron James knocks down the jumper. Cleveland takes game 1.
Cleveland, the cry is a ring for the king, referring to King James, LeBron James, as we welcome you to Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland. The usual sellout crowd, better than 20,000, turning out here at the Q for Game 2 of the best of 7. The Chicago Bulls facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs winning Game 1 here on Saturday afternoon. Here's Rose, yes. And we saw Derrick Rose come up big last week in that next to last game of the season against Boston in Chicago.
Well, had a career high on our network as well, doing a good job of attacking the basket. But I think where he's greatly improved is that outside shot where he just knocked down when teams go underneath the pick and roll.
Nice pass from O'Neal on the hop to James. Noah left open. Gibson with the shot. And here comes Williams. Got the step. Nice setup for James. And Steve Kerr's Phoenix Suns had an excellent season, although they are down 1-0 to the injury-hit Portland Trailblazers.
Andre Miller put on a show last night, especially in that end of that 3rd and 4th quarter, as Derrick Rose starting to find his offense here in this 1st quarter.
Good job here by Johnson. James continues and goes to the reverse. Cavaliers up by 6. Nice fake by James. Oh, he stuffs! LeBron James puts it down in the face of James Johnson.
LeBron James says, "You want to play physical, James Johnson? Well, click, click, get ready for your Kodak moment." Fakes baseline, goes middle, the flash bombs goes off. Poster time on James Johnson from the king, LeBron James.
James with the shot. At a foot on the line, it's a 2-pointer.
Yeah, it looks like Luol Deng is almost daring LeBron James to take that outside shot.
Coach Brown was worried that Shaq was out partying, but Sellers told him no. He was at a local fitness center getting a second workout and a hard workout, working near midnight after he worked out with the team's trainers during the day. O'Neal said he understands what's at stake here with LeBron James being able to leave after this season. He says in this playoff run, there's no room for mistakes, and he'll be damned if he's going to make the mistake.
LeBron James, who hit that jumper a moment ago, now has 14 points. Derrick Rose came right back, and LeBron is on fire from outside. Cleveland, remember, had 12 block shots. Oh!
LeBron James with the rejection on Luol Deng.
Here's Rose. Yes. Derrick Rose, who had a terrific month of April during the regular season. The game is tied at 50.
Well, does that mean Anderson is going to say some disparaging remarks about Chicago in a couple days?
Well, LeBron James once again able to hit the outside shot. Rose is able to knock it down, and Joakim was working on that outside shot.
It looks very unorthodox, but it's effective.
Rose looks to split through. Rose with a terrific second effort. What a move by Derrick Rose, and the Bulls lead 65-62. Games played by Deng as they clear it out. Here's LeBron to the bucket.
Dang is really feeling that calf and knee problem is at the defensive end trying to guard LeBron James.
Yes. LeBron hitting the perimeter shot throughout the first half has given Cleveland a 1-point lead as we come up on 3.5 to go in the third. That's a 3 for LeBron James.
7 quick points in a span of a minute and a half for LeBron James.
Noah spinning his way on Ilgauskas, and it's handled by James.
This is when Derrick Rose needs to take over this game offensively. He can't allow Noah offensively to try to get going. This is where Derrick Rose needs to be the all-star.
Good second effort by James, and then Rose right back. So the Cavaliers now lead at 87-84. Rose rejected from behind by James. Recovered by Noah. Nice pass. And Rose able to get it off. Just did get it by James. Pass intended for James. Was able to get to it. Shot clock at 5. Being played here by Noah on a switch. James for 3.
Not only a 3, but a look at the Bulls bench as well. Almost like an exclamation point.
James adjusting for the scoop. Rose, yes.
Derrick Rose.
James, yes. A spectacular shooting night for LeBron James. 15 for 21 from the field. Shot clock down to 3. Down to 2. Here is James with a rainbow. Make it 40 points for LeBron James. And the Cavaliers have won it by taking over in the fourth quarter. On a 47-degree evening in the Windy City, the usual packed house, better than 20,000 turning out at the Madhouse on Madison for the opener of TNT's playoff doubleheader. It is Game 3 of the best of 7. The Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls looking to get back into it. The Cavaliers winning the first 2 games in Cleveland. Shot clock is down to 3. Noah. And back comes LeBron James. Guarded by Dang. He's able to go right through the Bulls. Oh, nice move by Rose. He was a blur. Whipping by Mo Williams. Cavaliers during the regular season, 61-21. Best record in the NBA. Number 1 seed overall. 1 point, they won 13 straight games. 1 shy of their franchise record. LeBron James, after a series of fakes, has been showing that, yes, he can hit that outside shot. Nice pass from Noah. Rose again.
And that's what I'm talking about, the vision of Joakim Noah right there.
Jameson reaching in as Gibson tries to back his way, and he is rejected. Weak side block by LeBron James, who had 4 blocks in Game 1. O'Neal working on Miller, and then a blind pass. He got it to Jameson.
A lot of times people fall asleep on Shaquille O'Neal's passing ability over the shoulder, even though it was deflected for him to see Jameson.
Derrick Rose. Good start for Rose. He has 8 points. He's at 3 of 5.
And didn't he have that series over the summer when he kind of went after Michael Phelps, challenged Michael Phelps, and almost beat him, or no?
No, I don't. Oh, beautiful shot by Rose. I think he lost every event. But the important thing is he had fun.
He had fun. And he stayed in shape, according to him.
Here's James with a deep 3 right in front of the Cavalier bench. Noah now guarded by Varejao. Shot clock down to 4. Down to 2. Rose has to fling it. And hits! A fling 3 for Derrick Rose. He's feeling it. 6 of 8, 15 points. James off the steal, chased by Gibson, but James able to put it down. Dang Trying to dig in on James. James going baseline, squeezes his way through and scores.
You got to come quicker on that. When he gets the ball mid-post and takes one or two dribbles, you've got to have weak side help come over early. Marvin won't be the first time that a Bruin has helped out a Trojan. It happens all the time.
Davison way off. Somehow, I don't believe that. Rose with a little push shot.
It's not necessarily a runner or a floater. It's almost like a little push shot.
Rose. This time, Derrick Rose goes glass. Shot clock down to 5. Good job here by Dang, and James has to fire a 3 and knocks it down. LeBron James with a 3. With the shot clock down to 1. That's his first shot of this third quarter.
And another stare down of the Bulls bench after he makes it.
Gibson rejected. Jamison is on it. Gibson thought he was fouled, and he's hit with a technical. Jason Phillips did not like the reaction. Oh, staying on James. Shot clock to 4. Ball's not moving, though. James has to fire up a 3. And hits! Cavaliers have 11 straight wins, first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Dang, not able to hit from three-point land. Here comes James. James to the rim. Yes, and the foul. Heinrich now defending on James. Face guarded. James right by him. And stuffs. It counts on the foul. Here's Rose. Tough angle shot by Derrick Rose. That's a 2 and a foot on the line. Gibson gets in. Oh, he's rejected by James. And here comes LeBron. Nice pass. James does it at the defensive end, then finds Jamison at the offensive end. Try to trap Rose. Rose again with an unusual release.
It's not a runner and it's not a floater.
Single coverage on LeBron James. Jamison played by Murray. Gibson with the steal but recovered by West. Here's James on the left. Vinny Del Negro calls for time. We come up on 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Rose again. A finish by Derrick Rose, who has 26 points. James's pass broken up by Noah. Rose met by Parker. Here's Rose with that push shot. That's the third time tonight we've seen that shot. He's hit all 3. Rose. Yes. Got the step on James and was able to pull up for that side jumper.
And I love the matchup of the 2 superstars guarding one another.
Now Noah switching off. Here's James to the bucket. Beautifully done by LeBron James. James down low and gets the roll. LeBron James this time posting up. James kicks it out. Here's Williams for 3. Varejao gets to it. James finds the room and hits. 11 seconds to play. Dang misses. All right, here's Parker. Parker fires from center court, and it's all over. Cavaliers had a shot, but the Bulls hold on. They led by as many as 21, and they win it 108-106.
So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Madhouse on Madison. This is the United Center in Chicago, and it's Game 4 of the opening round Eastern Conference Playoff Series with the Chicago Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Gibson had 27 points in the first 3 games, his playoff debut, and there's Rose, who's had 10 playoff games in his career. He'll be over 20.6 different times.
Well, Shaq is going to be involved on all of these pick and rolls.
Parker gets up inside.
Well, Heinrich just lost his man, Parker, on a back screen on the baseline area.
Rose able to knock it down, and the ability to hit the outside shot got changed the whole game plan with Derrick Rose. So good, so soon. Dribble handoff, DHO. That's what Vinny Del Negro was yelling from the Bulls bench. Rose gets inside for another one.
I'm just surprised how easy that was. Already, Chicago has missed 3 baskets inside of 1 foot. And this is something that's got to improve as you move along.
Freight train running, number 23, LeBron to the basket.
Big thing is you still have Jamison. You still can play LeBron at power forward with Jamison at the center position. Because of the talent base here, there's a number of ways that you can play small ball.
I mean, really?
And he just said, I like small ball because there's no one in the post. So once I beat my man, I can fly to the rim.
Oh my goodness. Basket still shaking to the left. Nice ball rotation, and from the top, Hickson gonna go on in and not get his two. The Bulls have 21 rebounds already. 21-11 there at rebounding the Cavs as Rose gets inside and scores. Not only have the Bulls won all 5 series, Hubie, the Cavaliers have lost 11 of their 13 playoff games. That 23 is the big reason why. And Cleveland fans hope their 23 will rewrite some of that history as Derrick Rose gets in to make it a 3-point game. Heinrich goes to that corner, then when Rose penetrates, he waits for that 3. Now he comes to get it from Miller. He's short. Look at Rose go up and get it. And get another one.
Their guards are dangerous down below.
LeBron, 2 of 4 from the field. He hits his first 3, his third 3-point attempt. Dang, able to save it. And make it.
That's what we mean by saying you got to shoot the high percentage. You're going to play outside of 10 feet. You've got to make all those medium range. And then if you do get the 3-point shot, it's got to go down.
You cannot give that guy that kind of space. LeBron knocks down his second 3 in the last 3 minutes, and the Bulls trail by 2. 8 to shoot for Derrick Rose, who's been quiet in the second. Dang, well defended by James. A shot clock violation. LeBron's defense did it there.
I can't say enough about the Cleveland defense in the last 5 minutes.
Rose sees 2 defenders and scores anyway up over them. LeBron weaving back to get the ball at the 6-second mark. Looking to take the last shot. Eyeing up Deng, size it up. LeBron beats the clock with a 2 to end the first half. Yeah, something on his wrist was uncomfortable. He was trying to fix it. He just, I just want to get another rebound on this trip. That's 9 now for LeBron after he gets that one. In the paint, James take him up to 19 points. It's the largest lead for the Cavaliers. It's 18. Rose trying to make something happen. Reverse. Using the rim to get Shaq out of the way. Danny Ferry has done such a good job building this team. I know he was injured, but a guy like Leon Poe, who is inactive for this team in the playoffs right now, he would not only be active for many playoff teams, he could very well be in the rotation for some playoff teams. We saw that with Boston a couple of years ago.
Yes, when he missed the 30-some-odd games, he came back. He was making a nice contribution.
Yep.
Because they needed him to play. Shaq was out with the thumb.
Here's a teamwork. 3. Well, blame the caddy. Gave him too much club. At the end of the quarter, James. Oh, yeah! He did it again! You like that, Chicago?
That was special.
Whoa.
That was special. Mainly because as he checks the clock and he comes up the floor, Rose is right there. He just goes right up over the top of Rose and lets it go.
That's just your typical 43-footer to end the half, huh? LeBron is 28, 10 assists, and 9 boards. How sweet it is. The Cavaliers lead by 23. And this presentation of the NBA playoffs will continue after this message. Start with Roy.
All the injuries, they overcame it all and have had a great season. It was beautiful to watch. I thought the people were terrific.
Yeah, they always are, too, as Derrick Rose scores to make it a 20-point game. I saw Stuart Scott mentioning at halftime that's a 46-5-5 game for Dwayne Wade. LeBron, the only one to have a game of those kind of numbers with the 5-5 to go with a 45-plus effort. 21 for Joakim Noah.
It would be nice to see him playing the power forward position where he belongs.
Right.
And then have some kind of a center that has a low post game. Because then you could play high-low. You could do a lot of things. He could really blossom. Now you say, well, yeah, but Yubi's getting minutes. He's getting minutes here in this fight.
LeBron just banked in a 3. Cavaliers will try to close out this series Tuesday night at home. Bulls will try to force a Game 6 back here on Thursday. Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Now, you know, Mike, I'm serious. He told Mo Williams to go to the other side of the floor.
Yes.
Okay? Once Mo Williams went over there, he gave him the eye. Mo Williams came right back to him. He set the whole thing up.
Well, it might be the last time the Bulls fans see their team here this year, unless they can go win a Game 5 in Cleveland. They've given them a good month or so to make the playoffs, and you never know what will happen in Game 5. But the Cavaliers, with a great performance by James, within one, moving on to the second round.
We join you tonight from Cleveland, Ohio. It's the 2010 NBA playoffs on TNT. First round action from the Eastern Conference. The Chicago Bulls taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs lead the series 3-1. That's impressive preparation by you. Rose knocks it down inside the arc. And that's the point about Jamison. He has emerged as the legitimate second option offensively, allowing Williams to take on that third option role.
Well, you touched upon that point. He's more relaxed than Mo Williams this year. And I think it is because he is that third as LeBron James gets that jump shot to fall. He's more comfortable being in that third role for these Cavaliers. And like it or not, Jamison, you are the number 2 player on this team.
Oh, the acceleration. Derrick Rose attacking the hoop.
It's unfortunate and it's unfair to Vinny Del Negro. Just reading all the Chicago papers that he almost seems to be like a dead man walking when it comes to being fired after these playoffs are over. He's done everything that's been asked of him, and if I was in his position and one of my star players is Derrick Rose gets another one to go down from the outside, if my star player tells me I want to play and just play me, and you're hearing it from up top, he can only play a certain amount. Look, I'm trying to make the playoffs and I'm trying to win.
Cleveland has 10 field goals, 8 assists. Rose hanging in the air. That is a terrific move by Derrick Rose. Jamario Moon has come on for Cleveland. Rose gets around him, and that floater is a lethal weapon for Derrick Rose.
I always tell people speed kills, and Derrick Rose has the total package when it comes to that department.
Half-court set here for Chicago. Shot clock down to 10. Using the screen from Noah, Rose over Varejao. Book it.
And what I like about the Bulls also in this first half, a lot of their possessions and buckets have come when it's been late in the shot clock.
Noah. Denial on the inside. LeBron James got a piece of that Hakeem Warwick delivery. James, no look. Oh, the big finish. Jamario Moon skies for the dunk. West. And the cutter is Jamison trailing the play. He gets the bucket, and the Cavaliers have their first double-digit lead. Rose, count it, Derrick Rose. And Cleveland showing that they can be very competitive even when James isn't taking the majority of the shots.
That's what makes him even more dangerous. When he's a facilitator and everyone else is being able to knock down jumpers is Derrick Rose, who's having a nice shooting night tonight.
Well, guys, this is really a carbon copy of Game 2 where the Bulls dominated a lot of the categories, but they were behind at the half as Rose knocks in a 2.
Chicago has cut it to 4, just over 2 minutes gone by in the third. Rose lines it up, and he knocks it down. It's a 3.
Very opportunistic three-point shooter is in Derrick Rose, and if you back off on him, 8-0 run here by the Chicago Bulls to close to within 1.
60-58, Cavaliers in front of the Bulls. This is Game 5. James cutting. Oh! Major throwdown. Perfect setup by Antoine Jamison. Dang offers up a 3, and he missed it too hard. Under 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. 4-point lead for the Cavs. James, he's got it. A 3. Here's Delonte West, blocked by Noah. Rose with a head of steam. Floater goes down. Derrick Rose and LeBron James
goes down as well. It looked like he might have come down on that wrist.
Rose on a stutter step. Oh, that is special. Derrick Rose getting to the hoop. James has yet to find his rhythm on the offensive end. Defended by Dang. The blow by. The bump. Count it. And a foul. What a sequence here for Cleveland.
When we were speaking with Vinny Del Negro, he loved that scenario in Game 2 when they did everything right except for getting the ball out of LeBron James' hands when he had those 15 huge fourth quarter points. What's he going to do now with the game on the line here? Are you going to try to get the ball out of LeBron's hands and let someone else beat you.
He talked about stepping up his game in the postseason, and we've seen it. James, the drive, and a chance at a three-point play. LeBron James is taking over. Flip Murray, the trigger man. Bulls down by 4, trying to force a game 6. Kick out, Murray a 3, no good. Rebounded by Dang, he lays it in at the horn, but it's over. The Cleveland Cavaliers advance on to the second round. That was the signature play of Game 1, perhaps a Jordan-esque move, and fans here in Chicago have been talking about Todd Gibson's exploits the past 3 days, which brings us to Game 2 at the Madhouse on Madison. It's the usual packed house at the United Center as this best-of-7 Eastern Conference final continues. The Miami Heat looking to bounce back following the impressive opening game performance by the Chicago Bulls. For Dang, who had a sensational game the other night and played 45 minutes and had to do it at both ends. Did it offensively and did it at the defensive end against LeBron James, who was just 5 for 15 from the field. Wade just 7 of 17 the other day. Nice pass inside. Wade finding James.
I think Spoelstra just likes the matchup with Boozer and LeBron better than anybody else that he has in reserve. But to me, it shows just a lack of depth and the problems that Miami has. Remember, this is a team that signed all the big free agents, but they didn't have much money left to fill out their roster. But they're weak on that bench.
Nice move by LeBron James. That's his second field goal.
I think if you're Chicago, you got to feel pretty good about things. I mean, you haven't made a shot, and yet you're right in the game. And Rose gets all the way to the rim. It's a tie game. Chicago's 5 for 19 from the field.
Miller with the steal. The last foul was called on Chalmers. With Wade using the pick from Howard. Haslam with the rebound. Here's James with the stuff. LeBron James. Whoa. Oh, James lost it. Recovered, though, by Haslam. Shot clock down at 3. James for 3. Yes! Oh, LeBron James with the clock down to 1. Able to drill it. James going at Dang with some help. Nice move. So LeBron working his way back into it.
Well, one thing Thibodeau is not going to do, they are not going to double team Dwayne Wade or LeBron James down low on the post.
Rose only 1 of 6 from the field.
Spoelstra and the team went to a zone to kind of just throw off the speed of the Sixers.
Rose got the step. Going right at Haslam.
Do you agree, Reggie, with what Charles has been saying, which is that Dirk is the best player in the NBA right now?
Well, certainly with only 4 teams left, I don't see any.
No, I mean of all 30 teams, is he the best basketball player in the NBA right now?
Well, it's hard for me to turn down Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, but offensively, there's no one as skilled as Dirk.
Final seconds of the half. Oh, James with a beautiful move. Rose over Bibby. Bulls just took over in that second half. Well, LeBron James missed both free throws, but able to knock down the 2. Shot clock to 6. Oh, James with the steal. James, it counts in the foul. So Miami in the midst of a burst have taken a 6-point lead. That is a 10-0 run here for Miami, and the Heat, with their performance, keeping the Chicago crowd out of it. Derrick Rose finally knocks one down. He's just 6 for 18 from the field. Haslam showing some confidence.
And that's what they miss. It's that pick and pop. It's that mid-range shot for Haslam. And Spoelstra told us before the game that he was going to give him heavy dosage in minutes in little spurts.
9 points, 4 rebounds for Haslam. That counts, and the foul. The Heat over the limit. Here's James for 3. Yes! LeBron James from downtown. James set the pick for Wade. Wade was picked up by Dang. Shot clock down to 3. Here's the pump fake. James, yes! And he thought he was fouled. LeBron James with a 3 and the 2. 5 consecutive points.
Over here would really put a chokehold on this game.
All right, here's James. James with the rebound and the putback. LeBron James has come up strong down the stretch. He's given the Heat an 82-75 lead. Next foul will put the Bulls over the limit. Shot clock to 3, 2, James, yes! And that should do it with 47 seconds remaining.
And this is exactly where they wanted to be. You know, 1-1, even with the blowout in the opener, it doesn't matter. It's 1-1. They don't keep total points in these series. It's just game by game.
Does the Miami Heat have that killer instinct? This is a chance for them to move on to the finals and face the Dallas Mavericks. You have a chance on the road to do something that this big three was assembled to do, and that's get to the NBA Finals.
Dang with the open shot. Noah trying to keep it alive. He does, and Rose is right there.
Well, it's interesting. Noah only had 1 offensive rebound in Game 3. Came back with 6 in Game 4.
Remember in Game 4 in Miami, the Bulls got off to the early lead, got off to the good start as LeBron hits the jumper.
He's so much better going left with that jump shot. He's able to square his body. When he's going right, he's really going to try to get all the way to the basket.
Rose with the flip off the rebound. Bulls turn it over. Bogan's back. Here comes James. Here's Bibby for 3. Rebounded by Dang. Rose picking his way and scores. He was able to split through. Dang rebounds. The Miami in a bit of a drought after their good run. Here's Rose pulling it up. Yes. Bulls have hit their last 6 shots. LeBron James. Oh, is that a tough shot? Falling away from Joakim Noah. Chalmers blocked by Rose. And he is fouled.
How about the activity for the Chicago Bulls defensively? Rose comes up with the block. Dang with the rebound. This is what you're going to have to do if you're the Chicago Bulls and Tom Thibodeau. You're going to have to let your defense do your talking for you.
As LeBron works the clock down and then shoots for 3 and hits. LeBron James from downtown. James fielding for Brewer. Brewer did a nice job in a very short period of time against James the other night. James, oh, what a shot. A turnaround by LeBron James without looking at the rim. Nice fake by Dang. Rejected by James. Talk about recovery. Try to double up on Boozer. Ogans fires it to Rose. Shoots for 3 and hits. The shot clock rolling down. Rose had hit only 2 of his previous 10 and was able to knock down the 3. Here is Rose. Oh. Able to soar to find some space. All right, here is Rose on the drive. Oh, my goodness. Well, Dang is back playing with the 4 fouls. Here's Rose for 3. Yes. 22 for Derrick Rose.
Like I said, keep Rose on the floor. You have to.
Gibson. Back come the Heat. Still very much alive as we come up on 2 minutes to play in the 4th. James for 3. Yes! LeBron James from downtown. Chicago had led 77-65 with just under 2 minutes remaining in the 4th. Rose spinning his way and scores! A sensational move by Derrick Rose.
Did I say he couldn't use his quickness to get around him or shoot over him?
The shot clock is down to 6. Rose gets inside, try to bank it, rebound James. Dang got picked off. James for 3, and the game is tied at 79. The Bulls call for time. That pass broken up by James. So Rose trying to throw to his right is picked off. Miami in possession. Game tied at 79. 45 seconds to play in the 4th. Shot clock at 5. LeBron with the step back. Yes! Miami has taken the lead by virtue of a 16-2 run. Now they got to look for a 3. They trap Corbin. Down to 3. Down to 2. Here's Rose. Can he get it off? It is blocked. That will do it. The Miami Heat have come from behind to defeat the Chicago Bulls 83-80.
We welcome you to Miami, Florida, and the American Airlines Arena, where this afternoon 2 championship contenders meet for the first time this season. Hamilton misses. James, quick outlet to Wade.
And they should be able to run more as James finishes emphatically.
Chalmers on the drive. Blocked from behind by Rose, and a beautiful save as well. Shot clock at 3. Tough fall-away shot. Way off, just hits the rim. Here comes James again. Full head of steam. Slows down and lays it in. How do you stop that?
Well, you can't with even numbers. You have to have more guys back than they have run.
LeBron James tips it to Chalmers. Chalmers comes up with a 3-on-1. Wade, alley-oop, throws it down. You could see that developing.
So they went out and get Hamilton, hopefully another scoring option and a different way to score coming off baseline swing.
Oh, he does it again. Throws it right up to the rim. James comes flying in from the right corner. He goes right over Lucas. I didn't even see that on the play originally.
It was like a step ladder.
Inside, James easy. And Brewer with the foul. Chance for a three-point play. What a start for LeBron James. 10 points already. Rose drives and gets in. Boozer. Rose gets inside. Nice reverse. And he got hit in the head too. But because of their up-tempo system, they're going to average more turnovers than most as James gets it inside. Nice feed from Miller.
Mike Miller is a very good passer as Rose throws it in.
You know, both of those guys, they're not happy about sitting, but they don't complain about it. They might go with Tom Thibodeau and talk to him, but publicly they say the right things as Rose gets it back after the first miss, puts it back up and in. Goes back in the man-to-man. Now James drills it. Rose, nice crossover to the basket, puts it in. Beautiful move from Derrick Rose. Rose looking for an opening. That's a difficult shot. He makes it look easy. Noah on James. Jump shot. Perfect. He's got 20. Rose, that little flip shot again, makes it look so easy.
And this 4 small lineup with James at the 4 is very difficult to defend if you're Chicago.
Rose drills it. Rose drives, left-handed, banks it in. Lead back to 4 again.
When you freeze LeBron James with a dribble move, you're pretty good.
James pulls up, puts it in with 0.2 of a second remaining. Oh! James turns around and knocks down the 3. Rose puts it in. The high floater this time. Comes out with a smile on his face. Rose shaking. Inside, banks it in. Another gorgeous play from Rose. James just slowly, methodically works his way inside. And the Miami Heat with the victory. The Heat win their 4th in a row.
LeBron James' return to Cleveland last night was quite a spectacle, at least before the game started, but they laid an egg and lost at home to the Knicks. And tonight they'll face the Chicago Bulls, and Derrick Rose in his return from injury has the Bulls fans thinking very big things this season. James was a villain when he played for the Heat, and he's still a villain here in this building now with the Cavs as he knocks down his first shot. He really struggled last night, shooting the ball just 5 of 15 and 8 turnovers in that loss to the Knicks.
Derrick Rose with a heck of a move getting to the paint, but LeBron James, he's got to be more aggressive.
James, line drive jumper, and the game is tied after Chicago had taken their first lead. As we're at the midway point of the opening quarter, James off the glass. Rose finds Gasol. Gasol, Rose inside. How about Derrick Rose going down low amongst the Giants? Inside, Rose. He looks so much more aggressive tonight. Not that he wasn't as much Wednesday night, but you can see every game, and it started this summer with the USA team. Rose, that's a 2-pointer. Aaron Brooks has come on for Chicago as James' difficult shot going left, shooting right. Also, Doug McDermott, the rookie from Creighton. James says Dunleavy fell down. James couldn't convert. Thompson already 3 offensive rebounds. James gets a second opportunity and hits the 3-pointer. Shot clock at 5. James goes right at Dunleavy.
Dunleavy's got to do a better job playing him square. He allowed him to get to the cup with the left hand.
Rose scoots across the lane. He's got 13 points. Tied with LeBron James for the game lead. Heinrich, dangerous pass stolen by James. James runs ahead and finishes. He thought he was hit. Rose tried to get underneath in front of him. Rose
Noah keeps it alive. Rose gets it back. And he stepped on somebody's foot. Dunleavy stripped by James. Irving throws it ahead. James up and in. Noah with the left hand. Bank shot misses. Fight for the rebound. James comes away. James runs into Dunleavy and backs it in. Both sides wanted a call there. Rose, that's good. Three-pointer for Derrick Rose. Finds Dunleavy. Love with 11 rebounds. James releases, beautiful outlet. Boy, Kevin Love, one of the best in the league at that. He had some gorgeous outlet passes last night, and that was a perfect strike to LeBron James. James has to come out. Dunleavy pressuring him. Shot clock at 6. Steps back for 3. That's good. I'm going to say a 2-pointer now.
I said it last year, Mike. Give me Kirk Heinrich any day of the week.
Rose takes advantage of Heinrich's fine hustle play. Love gets it. Love fires away. Won't go. Overtime. Chicago also without Jimmy Butler. Missed the first couple of games with a sprained thumb. He's in street clothes. James goes right at Gasol. Wild shot. He banks it in. Trying to draw a foul. Instead, he gets 2 points.
When you don't have a perimeter guy right now who's really that creative, you've got to.
James gets it to go. And 1. That won't go. And the Cleveland Cavs get their first win of the season.
It's the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road facing off against the Chicago Bulls in Game 3 of this Eastern Conference semifinals. All tied up at 1 game apiece.
I like Rose's defense so far on Kyrie Irving, driving through the screens so he doesn't have as much separation.
Rose gets in the paint. 4 to shoot. James from way downtown. Thompson with the screen. James gets past and drives hard to the basket. It has been a good pace for the Cavs, up by 5, but a slow pace overall. Rose gets inside, trying to get it going. Nice adjustment along the baseline. Rose against Dellavedova, way off.
It's a bad shot again, letting the defense off the hook.
James saw the opening and knocks it in with the left hand. Rose goes at Dellavedova. The adjustment, the banker is good. Butler wisely kept his hands away. Mirotic cut when Rose wanted to get it to him. James drives out. Count it, and a foul. They call a blocking foul on Rose, who thought he had position. Thompson, the offensive rebound, misses the putback, and Noah rips that away with 2 hands. Boy, Thompson is just a beast on the offensive glass. Rose, the runner. Rose on the drive to the basket, banks it in. A burst of speed for Rose. Couple of buckets here in the third. He's got 12. Spin move. James throws it down with gusto. And then James and Noah exchange words. These two have had a history. Rose to the basket, banks it in. Gorgeous drive. Who will take that 2-1 advantage here in the series? Rose jump shot. Nice soft touch.
If I'm the Cavs right now, I'd like to see more man movement and ball movement. This Bulls team is too good defensively for you to try to challenge them with a direct one-on-one.
James throws it down on a beautiful cut. Mozgov found him. And the Cavs back within 1. 21 for LeBron James.
You may want to back off of him to protect against those cuts.
Rose drills the jumper. The 2 MVPs guarding each other, and the Bulls back up by 3. Rose lost it, got it back, and banks it in. James looking to back in on Butler. 6 to shoot. James knocks it down. James one-on-one with Butler. Settles for the jumper and rattles it in. It's a 1-point game. Dunleavy looking. Finds Rose. Rose trying to get open. Fires away. Bang! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer! It's the Cleveland Cavaliers facing off against the Chicago Bulls. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. James has been hearing the boost pretty much every time he touches the ball as he nails the jumper. James in this series shot just 39% against Chicago through 3 games. Rose sees an opening. Count it and one. Off the turnover, thank you, Lisa. Rose drives hard to the basket, left-handed, banks it in.
That is great individual defense by Jimmy Butler and a well-timed help by Joe Noah. Look how he shields the ball with his body. That's a beautiful finish.
Rose attacking, flips it up. Oh, what a shot from Rose with the left hand.
If James launches and nails a 3.
Knocked away by Noah. Another steal for Joakim Noah. Rose, an open look. James drives on Mirotic. Beautiful drive from James. He's got 7 points and 3 assists already. Here's James ahead of Steen. Unstoppable when he goes to the glass. Irving's guarding Heinrich. Dellavedova is on Rose. Vlad said that's one of the things they might do with Irving in the sore foot. Rose gets to the basket. Once again attacking the goal, much like he did on Friday night. James on the attack right from the get-go. 8 straight points. Rose banks it in. James, the jump shot is good. 15 points for LeBron James and a 6-point Cavalier lead. Rose on a pull-up. Loves that bank shot, not just from 3-point range. 8 to shoot. Rose with Mozgov on him. Rose steps back. Again, the bank shot. Rose fires a 3. Puts it in. Derrick Rose lighting it up here to start the third. James drives and finishes.
And interestingly enough, on that play, Jimmy Butler looked like he got kneed.
James, beautiful shot. And Tom Thibodeau wants a timeout. Rose puts up a 3. Puts it in. 3-point game. James the drive and the finish. Beautiful move from LeBron James. They do not have timeouts remaining. Rose on the crossover, drives, layup. It's good. Tie game with 8.4 left. James for the win. It's good. LeBron James at the buzzer. Stuns the Chicago Bulls, and the series is tied at 2 games apiece.
Starting 5 is now 13-3, but tonight Jimmy Butler out of the lineup. He's had a tremendous season. He's out after re-injuring his right shoulder, but expects to play in the All-Star game on Sunday. Nice move by James. It counts and the foul.
I don't know how you stop that. I'm serious. You look at the strength of LeBron James. He just moves Noah like he's a twig.
For the first time in NBA history, an all-star player. James knocks down a 3. Both brothers are starting. A clear path for Derrick Rose.
And this is just a simple backdoor cut here.
Oh, beautiful move by Rose. What a great matchup this is. Kyrie Irving and Derrick Rose.
Nice move by LeBron James.
Noah able to haul it in.
And normally, I would say that's a bad shot, but that's how J.R. Smith plays. And you got to allow him to have that type of freedom as Derrick Rose with the dribble penetration and one possibility.
Here's Rose splitting through, and he scores.
Liking it. I think he's starting confidence-wise to get that rhythm and trust his body.
Here's James off the drive. James, tough angle 3.
I'm curious if David Black, if they have one more stone unturned before the trade deadline.
Yes, Jones cheating over to try to help, and that pass picked off by J.R. Smith. James, LeBron trying to get himself back into it. Seemed to have the legs early. Strong move again by Rose.
But he needs to get back to doing what we've seen tonight, and that's attacking the paint.
Here's James again. So LeBron has 14 points. Gasol back to Rose on a reverse. James able to go glass. Dunleavy able to hit a three. That's just his second field goal and his second game back after sitting out 19 games due to injury. Told the Russian embassy is closed at this hour. Rose now has 22. There's James for three.
Okay. That's scary. This team is just hanging around and they're not playing great.
What a move by Rose. Able to finish with a flourish. Here's Jones for three. James Jones from downtown. Final seconds of the third quarter. Rose with the hesitation dribble goes all the way and scores. What a move. Rose kicking it out. Brooks fires. Shot blocked. Rose kept it alive. Derrick Rose with a sensational performance. 28 points. Here comes LeBron. Yes, and it counts. The foul is on Snell and a three-point play opportunity here for James. James, yes.
Obviously played better against others. Styles make fights. Derrick Rose has just been sensational all night.
Reggie comes out early, checks out what's
the mascots are
featured.
doing.
Yeah, mascots are very close to many of the ball. Here's James out of stuff. That'll do it. A very impressive victory here for the Bulls. 113-98.
We enter the stretch run of the NBA season in snowy Cleveland, Ohio, home of the defending Eastern Conference champion Cavaliers, led by the incomparable LeBron James. Facing the Bulls, who are trying to recapture their earlier form and with all their injuries relying more on Derrick Rose. Kyrie Irving the other way with acceleration into Rose and putting it up, and it's Chicago now coming the other way. Like we said, losing 4 straight. Rose the other way and knocks it down. This after Reggie. He's had a very good start since the first of the year. James, the number 5 scorer in the league, working inside for the 38-14 Cleveland Cavaliers. They've won 3 straight and 8 of 10 coming into tonight after the week off since the All-Star break. They got that ball deflected. Shot clock at 4. Irving tries to save. Smith volleyballs to James and an offhand shot. And James gets it back and puts it back up and in.
Well, let's give a lot of credit to Thompson, who kept that ball alive to allow James to come in there and clean it up.
It's James. LeBron knocking it in from outside. He's been shooting well. He's got, right now, 6 points. And Gibson on the doorstep. And Thompson with the rebound. And James again.
I like the bounce to LeBron's game right here. This is the second time he's basically just moved Dunleavy out of the way.
Of course, we know he fractured that kneecap in the finals last year. Good shot outside by Derrick Rose. LeBron working hard. Screen by Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Rose with the dive.
My goodness.
What a beautiful play by Derrick Rose.
Oh, that's vintage Derrick Rose right there.
It's Rose for 3, his second tonight. And as you mentioned earlier, his percentage from 3 has not been all that startling. And the Cavaliers beginning to open this thing up with Rose trying to shimmy and finds 2 inside and a foul.
Well, there is one bright spot in this first half for Coach Hoiberg and this Chicago team. It's been Derrick Rose.
Wow. Rose! Wow, what a nice acrobatic move for 2. Now the defense. What a turn by LeBron James.
Too big and too strong.
Nice cut right there by Rose to get the deuce. Rose puts in now 18 for the first half. Rose trying to kiss it off. With a shot off the glass. Rose picks up the loose ball. That's against the glass. J.R. Smith. Nice fight inside LeBron.
I'll say it again. LeBron James looks fresh.
Look at Rose. 5 for 2. Pretty play once again in mid-flight for Derrick as Rose pumps one against the glass. Chicago has lost 4 in a row and 13 of their last 18 games. The 7, as we said, in the East at 27 and 25. This is Rose trying to battle his way inside. A lot of black jerseys the other way. Smith. Ho-ho! Look at LeBron! Here's LeBron, shot clock at 3, 1-on-1 with Snell.
Good balance.
James in and down. 21 for LeBron with 8 assists and 7 rebounds. Rose
Derek with 28, 7 boards and 2 assists. As LeBron finds his 23rd point.
And I hate when people put a name to it. You want to say it, put a name to it, so we can identify you. Are you in their locker room? How do you know what's going on here?
Exactly. But there was a quote.
How can you quote someone that's not putting a name to it?
James,
That's scaredy cat journalism. That's scaredy cat journalism.
Cleveland tonight, 25 from LeBron, 9 and 9. 25 points in 19 shots.
Welcome to downtown Los Angeles. A beautiful night as we're here at the Staples Center. It's the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. LeBron James and the Lakers currently 4-6 on the season, trying to find their way. And a good game tonight against the Timberwolves team that's already beaten them once this season 9 days ago in Minnesota. James steps back. Karl-Anthony Towns contested, but James able to connect. LeBron James through the first 10 games compared to maybe last year, his best season overall. How has he looked this year as Derrick Rose hits a three?
Well, to me, he can be better defensively. I love the way he's aggressively going after the ball.
Speaking of aggressive, Karl-Anthony Towns with authority. James drives, James finishes. He couldn't handle a pass. Derrick Rose all alone down the other end.
And that's what I'm talking about, Mike. That's not McGee's fault.
Butler guarding James. Butler, one of the premier perimeter defenders in the league. James, though, gets easily past him. And a layup for LeBron James. He's got 6. Oh!
My goodness.
Sorry for the interruption.
Interrupt me anytime with that. Know this guy. I like this mindset. Turns down the jumper, puts his head down, attacks the rim with a big-time finish. I threw lob passes, dimes down the lane. He won the Wooden Award. We didn't speak. It impacted us, no question about it. And I love him today.
Line drive. That's a 2-pointer. James gets away from Wiggins and banks it home. Rose reverse. Oh, nice hesitation move. And Rose has 14 points. James gathers and knocks down a 3. As Derrick Rose contested shot is good. Gibson to the rim, blocked by James. Knocked out of bounds, but last touch by James. As Rose launches and hits Derrick Rose. 4 for 5 from that distance.
Question is, who's going to wind up with him in the middle of their line?
James rattles it home. Former champion as well. James for 3. Rose the drive underneath. Derrick Rose with 22. James finds McGee, cuts and finishes. 16 for JaVale McGee. LeBron James knocks it down. James, his 3rd three-pointer, and the Lakers back up by 2. Falling away. Got it. James harassing Wiggins. Rose three-pointer. Got it! Derrick Rose! He's 6 of 7 from downtown, and it's back to 4. Rose steps back again, puts it in! Derrick Rose makes it a 1-point game! And timeout Lakers. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves will lose their 4th in a row and stay winless on the road. Tyson Chandler in his first game with his new team, 23 minutes, 9 rebounds, some great defense. 4 different Lakers had 20 or more.